to episode 14 of Placing Talent. I'm your host, Sales and Marketing Director here at Physicians Employment. My name is Paul Strubel. On this month's episode, we are going to be covering some of the progress with the AI that we are building. This is a very large advancement for us here at Physemp. We're going to be rolling this thing out shortly, and it's going to be a game changer in terms of the service that we are able to offer to physicians and nursing allied health professionals around the country when it comes to the traditional job search model. We are now going to be able to have fluid conversations that isn't so much about job search. We've got that down. We have for many, many years. This is going to be more about job answers and providing people with the ability to describe their ideal opportunity. And we will have that ability to sort of say, here's what you're telling us you're interested in. What about these other options? Based on the information you've given us, we think this might be an excellent fit. And that will not only expand the parameters of people's, like they might have it in their mind that I want a particular job at a particular state in a city. And they might say, here's all the reasons I like this city. There might be that same group of reasons that apply to other places and other opportunities, and it might be just as good of a fit, if not better, and we're going to be able to expand those parameters. And that, in turn, allows physicians a healthier job search. It's not going to be immediately limited to the old way of doing things where it's tell us your specialty, tell us your state, here's the list of jobs that are available right now. We're going to be building an ongoing conversation with these physicians where tell us what you're interested in, and we're going to have a dialogue about the opportunities that are around and what's possible in the future. We're basically going to be facilitating those early stages of recruitment conversation, and it's going to be fantastic. But a lot of challenges come with building an AI like this. We are learning as we're going. We've learned so much so far, but as many of you have probably experienced, job search in particular at this current level, even with all the brilliant minds behind what's going on with AI, it is a lot of hallucinations, it's a lot of wasted time, and it's still a work in progress. And what it means to search for a job through AI at this moment, it isn't even as simple as I'm interested in a family medicine job in Houston. A lot of the AIs, even the best, the biggest, brightest minds in tech, the meta AIs, for example, the one that you would use within the Instagram chat, that one in particular, you might find that it will give you a list of family medicine jobs in Houston. When you go to click those jobs and actually read about them and apply to them, you'll notice that it does not want you to leave Instagram's platform. And those jobs are hallucinations and they're not even real jobs. That's current. That is right now as I'm recording this video in the summer of 2025. So what I can tell you is that the way that we've elected to build our AI is sort of twofold. We want an AI that is front-facing, that will help anybody who's visiting our site, whether it's a physician, a nurse practitioner, or anybody beyond that scope looking for a healthcare opportunity. Plus, we have the client side, our recruitment firms, hospitals, clinics around the country who might be coming to us to help with advertising or to get a look at our database. All those people will be able to access the front-facing AI, and we're going to help them navigate the site in a way that they've never been able to before and simplify that process. It'll be easier for recruiters to tell us what they want, to create profiles. And once a profile is created, then it's sort of going to unlock an ongoing dialogue. Because those recruiters because those physicians or healthcare professionals will come back to the site time and time again and say, hey, previously I was here, I looked for opportunities in Florida, I didn't like what I saw at the time. Can you give me an updated list now that I'm coming back? Yeah, let's continue that conversation. Are you interested in things in South Georgia? We have an opportunity in the Savannah area that meets your criteria, and it's, only a couple hours from the Florida border. Is that something that might appeal to you? So it's going to be similar weather, different state, but something that may be on offering that wasn't there before. We'll be able to point those things out easily, quickly. We're going to get more jobs in front of more people. We're going to serve our clientele in a better, faster way. And we're going to be providing the people who are looking for opportunities new tools that they have never had access to in the past, and we're going to be one of the first ones to have it out. So we're very excited about this. We're working very hard on it, but again, it is a learning process. We have a lot of things that we're learning about on the fly, as are everybody else within the tech world about the way that AI works. So before that officially gets out and becomes public, we want to make sure we troubleshoot a lot of these things and don't just roll out something that's going to kick people, I didn't understand what you were asking type messages. So we're working through that. Another big thing that's going on here at Physemp that I think is definitely worth talking about. We have made some critical decisions have come on the back end. We've seen the overall size of the physician marketplace continue to shrink over the last 5 years. We've talked about this in many videos in the past, so I won't dwell on it, but long story short, there was a natural group of physicians set to retire. Some of those retired early. Some of those were not replaced by the incoming groups who opted nurse practitioner route as they're coming in. As a result, we saw a drastically reduced size of the physician pool, let's say around 2020, 2021. In 2022, a lot of people got new jobs because so many people left the industry in those 2 years. A substantial number of people got new jobs in 2022, well above the traditional average. So you saw that upward mobility happening. You saw people filling old roles that people had left. And as a result, when you got into 23 and 24, basically half the industry that was remaining had a new job, and they were not looking online. When you present your data as people who are actively looking, that took a huge chunk out of what our database was able to present, because we've always maintained the best leads are the ones that are actively looking right now. And if people aren't looking, we're showcasing what's there, but it makes the numbers smaller. It's more than it's ever been. It's relevant, but it is a smaller presentation than a lot of our competitors were offering, who had longer time frames for how long they would leave people in. So we looked at that and we realized we need to do a lot to start rebuilding this database. Number one, time is going to help because people are going to start looking for jobs again. That's happening. We're seeing that summer of 2025. Coinciding with that is this introduction of the AI platform that we have coming, which is going to be a unique tool to Physemp and allow physicians and nursing allied health professionals to search for jobs in a way that nobody else is going to give them the ability to do. So that's going to be great. It's going to help boost those numbers. And then lastly, we are committing a lot of financial resources to essentially spending a lot more money to bring people to the site. There's always a fine line between spending the right amount of money to get views, to get eyeballs, and capturing the audience. You don't just want to spend double what you're spending because, hey, maybe, spending double what you're spending is just getting you a second look from the same group that already saw it. And that's not worth it. Everybody knows what you're trying to do is essentially grow the number of eyeballs and bring applications, bring good candidates to the site. And so there is a calculation that we work very hard on here within our business to get the right amount of eyeballs, but also to get quality candidates, to get good applications. And we've invested a lot of money going forward into expanding that search well beyond what we've done in the past to try to fix these problems. So it's a very positive turn in terms of the advertising and the weight that we're putting behind our advertising for our clients at this point. It's great. It's a big, big deal. We've got a lot of other exciting things coming as the summer will unfold, but those are the two big initiatives right now. The investment within our advertising platforms. We're going to continue to sort of build behind those jobs and get more visibility, more applications, and continue to build the database from people visiting the site that way, opting in, making profiles. It's all going to happen together. And then we've got tools that are effectively going to set us apart from our competitors as we move forward into the back half of the year. So we're looking forward to a lot of these things. Physemp is in a very, very strong place at the moment. We're still one of the last remaining independently owned companies in this specific niche. So it's gonna continue to sort of manifest business for us in a unique way. There's a lot of people who are being told, do not buy from this specific job board because they are owned by our direct competitor. And when you have sort of a long-standing history, let's say a Mount Rushmore of physician niche type healthcare job boards, and you've got us and you've got other companies that are within that mix, when a lot of those people are being removed from the equation based on who their business daddy is, it becomes infinitely more interesting when people are reviewing how they're spending their dollars. We do vote with our dollars every day, and a lot of people are being directed to sort of find new ways to find leads and to generate applications on the job searches, things like that. So that's helping us tremendously. Being independently owned allows us to do a lot of these things. We can make very quick decisions about diving into AI and getting that up and running faster than larger companies, essentially, because there's a lot more people to go through, budgets that are defined yearly. We have a lot more flexibility to sort of work on those things on the fly and commit resources as necessary. And that goes to things like expanding our budgeting on getting ad views and clicks as well. We can make decisions like that quickly, where it's not something that's a 6-month iceberg, essentially, that has already been pushed off from shore and you can't stop it until the currents change, so to speak. So we've got a lot of good things going for us right now, and I just want to kind of share that with our clients, share that with prospective clients. And if you have a need, Physemp is a great place to bring that business. You can contact me directly. Again, Paul Strubel. I'm the head of sales and marketing. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can find us through Facebook. However you want to get in touch, we're happy to do it. Visit the website, physemp.com, and we'd be happy to help you and talk about your needs. Like and subscribe to these videos for more information like this, and we will catch you soon. Enjoy your summer. Until next month, this is Placing Talent with Physemp. I'm Paul Strubel, signing off. See you then.